What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Fit Parent Podcast. Yes, my shirt's off. Oh well, it's hot as shit up here. But I forgot to turn the AC on. But guys, if you're listening to the podcast, or if you're watching it live, I appreciate you tuning in. But ultimately, today's topic, we're talking about what to do if you're trying to start your fitness journey from scratch. Now, before I begin, I am Tyler Porto. I am the host of the podcast. Okay, now. If you feel like you need one-on-one coaching, you need coaching in general, shoot me a message. Just DM me the words, I'm ready, I want to get started, something like that, whatever you are, or just drop a comment if you're watching this live, okay? You can find me on Instagram at TylerPorto_IF. You can also find me on YouTube under that same username. And if you're watching Facebook, I should be under Tyler Porto. Easy to find. But if you're my client watching it, hopefully you get a lot of value too, because I know a lot of clients are also watching or listening to the podcast. And maybe, you're starting out with me. But I think everybody can get a lot of value from today's episode. So I wanted to kind of jump in and just dive into it. So ultimately, starting out a fitness journey can be a little bit scary. It really can, because you don't know necessarily what to do, how to work out, what to eat, what can't you eat. But guys, I think overall, I'm going to give you a couple of tips on what kind of things not to do, because I think a lot of people, there's so much information on things to do. There's not really a lot of information on what you shouldn't be doing. Okay. So if you're starting out a fitness journey, one of the most common things is that I see in people is that they try to find the motivation to do it. Okay. And it's not motivation that you need, guys. You need discipline. All right. You need the I want to get this shit done no matter what mentality. That's the type of mentality that you need. Because if you don't know what motivation is, it's trying to take action based off of emotion. You don't need that. You don't need to take action based off of how you feel. Motivation, okay? You have emotion put towards it. When you have discipline, it doesn't matter how you feel, okay? It doesn't matter if you have a bad day, if you have a great day, if something happened in your life, COVID hit for the 5th time or whatever. It doesn't freaking matter, all right? It doesn't matter, because you're going to have the discipline to get the shit done anyway. Your son's T-ball game got moved up a couple of days early, or the new schedule for the practices came out. No one cares, or it's having the discipline of getting it done. So whenever you're starting out on your fitness journey, maybe you've been trying for the last couple of years on January 1st and haven't found much success, okay? Well, I'm telling you firsthand, you need that discipline, which means, again, getting this shit done anyways. That's the first thing that you need, all right? The second thing is that you need to stop following people, or stop comparing yourself to people that are on the internet, okay? Stop comparing yourself. You don't know their journey. You don't know what they've been through, okay? Whenever you start doing that, then you start saying, well, why am I not like that? Why am I not that shape? Or why am I not getting results like so-and-so, okay? Everybody has their different, it's like a book, okay? Everybody's on a different chapter, okay? Everybody may not be reading the same book, okay? Figure of speech, okay? So I want you to always think about that. Whenever you look at social media, you're looking at other people's highlight reel, okay? It's not real, guys. You don't know what they've done to get there. You don't know the sacrifices that they made to get there, all right? You don't know their background, their history, their genetics, all right? Their growing up, their upbringing, right? You don't know any of that. And it's hard and whenever people start comparing themselves with other people, you're just going to get defeated, all right? You're going to get defeated and thinking that, oh, this will never be me. I'll never be like this. And I don't want you to have that type of mindset, all right? So that's the second thing, is stop comparing yourself to other people on social media, or maybe you're comparing yourself to someone at the gym or someone of your family members, your friends, okay? Same thing. Don't compare yourselves to them. It's not healthy, and it's not going to be good for you. Compare yourself to you. If you want to compare yourself on how you were last year, 6 months from now. That's how you need to compare yourself. As long as you're improving and getting better based off of what you're seeing in yourself, that's the only thing that matters. Nothing else matters. All right. So that's the second thing. Number 3. All right. Number 3, guys, there's no quick fixes. All right. Straight up. There's no quick fixes. There's no, instant teas, fat loss pills, bullshit. There's none that doesn't exist. Okay. Will it help you? Will it actually get you results? Probably. I mean, I've taken fat burning pills before where they made me feel like shit. That's why I don't take them anymore. I'd rather just put in the work and just feel normal, and not just take a fat loss pill. All right. There's no instant quick fix that's going to make you lose inches, which I've seen something the other day, Herbalife. I saw I'm not going to name who posted it, but I saw somebody post some shit about Herbalife saying that they lost 3 inches in 3 days. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of. That's not possible. No, that's not possible. There was some if that was the case, there were some extreme restrictions. All right, water weight. All right, maybe they cut their carbs for 3 days. All right, but there's no quick, because I promise you, those 3 inches aren't going to stay off. All right, so I got kind of irritated with that because I hate seeing it. All right, if you want lasting results, yes, those things they do work short term, but if you want long term results and actually keep the weight off, then you're going to have to eat healthier. Then you're going to have to get some more steps in. Then you're going to have to, guess what? Exercise a little bit more. That's the only way if you want it to stick. And you want it to stick. And that's one thing that I don't teach my clients. And if you are my clients listening, you need to learn this. We're not in this thing to get short-term results. We're in this to change your life. We're in this to create a better, healthy lifestyle. That's what we're here to create. We're not here to quick. Okay, your program's over with. That's it. We're done. All right, you can go back to eating shit again and not exercising. That's not what we want to create. That's not the coaching program that I want to create for my clients. Okay, so if you find yourself doing that or searching for that, think again. All right, put that aside. Put that mindset aside and think long term. How are you going to be? How are you going to feel 6 months from now? How are you going to feel a year from now? That's what you need to start thinking. Stop thinking about these quick fixes, these quick gimmicks. That's why I cannot stand when people get tummy tucks or stomach staples. You still haven't created any new habits. Like, that's the dumbest shit. You still haven't created. You're still going to eat the same way. You may not eat as much, but guess what? Eventually, your stomach's going to expand again, all right, once you're able to eat a little bit more, because the more that when you start eating small, right, you start eating small, then your stomach expands a little bit more, then a little bit more, a little bit more. Your stomach's not going to be stable for the rest of your life, all right? It's not going to be. How do I know this? Because my dad, it happened to my father, okay? Just being straight up, being transparent here, okay? You have to create a new healthy lifestyle. You have to learn how to eat healthier. Okay. And I made a post the other day making this statement. It doesn't matter how much you exercise. If you eat poorly, you will not lose weight. But if you eat healthier but not exercise, you will lose weight, because that tells you right there it's all about nutrition. All right. Same token, we're talking about my dad again. He doesn't exercise. He's unable to exercise the way that he wants to, but he was still able to get under the 200 pounds mark. All right, under 200 pounds, because he started eating healthier. He hasn't seen that since high school, and my dad's in his 50s, okay? So I just want to paint that picture for you. It's all about the nutrition, all right? It's all about the nutrition. That's what it comes down to. You got to eat healthier, all right? So I'm trying to think if there's another one, and I want to get a little bonus tip on what you need to know or what to do if you start your fitness journey from scratch, or what you shouldn't do, rather. I think I covered don't compare yourself. That was number 2. And then the last one I talked about was I can't even remember the first one. That's why I just I don't write when I do these podcasts, guys. I don't write this shit down. It just all comes from the top of my head. Like, seriously, I have a topic. I have my notes. Like, I'll have like one-liners, like pretty much the topic of this, and I'll just spitball. Right? I have a couple of ideas, but other than that, like, all this shit just comes to me. I'm like, okay, well, that's a good idea. I'm going to start talking about that on the next podcast. And then boom, I start rambling on. Because I want my podcast to be real. That's why I don't like, oh, here's the notes. I used to do that. I used to have like little notes. I'm just like rambling on right here, but I want to be honest with you guys. But I just literally used to read note by note by note. But I stopped doing that because it just wasn't genuine and wasn't me. So everybody does the podcast a little bit differently, but I don't like it like that. So I stopped doing that. But again, I hope you guys got a lot of value from today's episode. And, fitness journey isn't going to be easy. All right. It's going to be tough. But if you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to grind and not look for quick solutions and not compare yourselves to other people, I think you're going to be better off for it. All right. I promise you that. It's just going to take hard work. It's going to, it's going to take dedication. Oh, yeah. I think it was like having discipline instead of motivation. See, there you go. See, I thought about it. But you can do it. I know you can do it. And if you need that that support, if you're my client, reach out to me or one of the other coaches, whoever your coach is. And if you're not my client, be sure, we're here for you. I do have programs that can help you, hold you accountable during the course and teach you how to eat a healthier lifestyle. Clients losing, anywhere from 20 to all the way up to 75 pounds in our program. And it's absolutely amazing. And I love hearing the stories that I get from the clients. Like that excites the hell out of me. So guys, that's all I got for you today. If you got some value at any point in time, if you're watching this live, drop some fire in the comments. And if you're listening to the podcast, share this podcast with someone today. I would greatly appreciate that. I don't have any ads or anything. That's the only ask. And if you're listening on the podcast, you can join our exclusive Facebook community. It's in the notes of the podcast. So that's it, guys. Stay fit, stay strong. Coach T out.